Hello, welcome to the update. I'm Susie Thompson. Australia's confirmed it will send more guns and ammunition as well as Bushmaster armoured military vehicles to Ukraine. President Volodymyr Zelensky made the plea for more aid during a wartime address to our federal parliament as his country battles Russia's invasion. He warned Australia is also at risk of an unprovoked attack. Foreign Minister Marise Payne says the world needs to push back against authoritarian regimes.
I think the President has made clear what we here already know, and that is that authoritarian states, and I don't just mean Russia in this case, authoritarian states pose a threat to countries like Australia, freedom-loving democracies.
Victorian gangland figure Tony Mokbel has been taken from prison to hospital. The 56-year-old is serving 30 years for drug trafficking. He's experiencing chest pains. Mokbel suffered a heart attack in prison a decade ago. The Prime Minister has seized on Anthony Albanese's refusal to say whether he would raise taxes to pay for his election promises. Labor has pledged an extra $2.5 billion for aged care and says he would support a pay rise for nursing home staff. Albanese claims he would target government waste and grow the economy to help pay for his policies, but Scott Morrison's not so sure.
It's a very easy question to answer, Anthony, and if you can't answer on the first day we've got out of Parliament that you won't increase taxes, well, people are starting to get a good look at you, and that's what the election campaign is all about.
Victorian Police have called in bulldozers to help clear vegetation near the site of a deadly chopper crash at Mount Disappointment. 5 people have been killed. A group of swiftwater rescue technicians is being sent to New South Wales to help flood-impacted communities. The team from South Australia will fly into Ballina before being deployed across the Northern Rivers catchments. In sport, the Sydney Swans suffered their first loss of the AFL season with last year's finalists, the Western Bulldogs, nabbing their first win of the season to kick off round 3. Tonight, the D's meet the Bombers, and there'll be an all-South Australian affair in Adelaide when Port and the Crows do battle. Round 4 of the NRL continues tonight with the Sharks hosting the Knights before a grand final rematch between the Panthers and the Rabbits. And in cricket, Australian batsman Ben McDermott says it's bittersweet to have scored his maiden international century during a loss to Pakistan in the second one-dayer. In entertainment news, it's been revealed the LAPD was on standby ready to arrest Will Smith after he slapped Chris Rock at the Oscars, but the comedian waved them off. The show's producer, Will Packer, has spoken about the conversation that happened backstage in an interview with GMA.
You can press charges, we can arrest him. They were laying out the options. And as they were talking, he was being very dismissive of those options. He was like, no, I'm fine. He was like, no.
And that's the latest from the Nova Podcast News team. We'll see you tomorrow morning for another update.